In this tutorial, you will learn how to take the footage recorded on your SD card and import it into iMovie.
There's a few things you'll need to begin. First, you'll need a camcorder or a SD card reader available at the Media Services desk to connect your SD card into the computer. Second, you'll actually need your SD card that contains the footage that you've already taken. Third, you'll need a computer. This will be an iMac that's in the Apple lab in CL46 or one of the edit suites that are near CL46. Finally, you'll need time. This process does take quite a bit of time, upwards of 2 or 3 hours, so plan on having a good solid block of time and bring some stuff to do in the meantime, because it's a lot of waiting for the computer to do its thing. When you're ready to take the footage that you've recorded in your classroom and want to input it into the computer to do your editing, you'll either need the camcorder that you used to take the original footage or a card reader, which are available from Media Services for checkout, to connect that SD card into the computer. If it isn't already inserted, go ahead and take your camcorder, open up the bottom, and insert the SD card into the camcorder. If you've already turned in your camcorder and want to use a card reader instead, insert the SD card into the front of the reader and then connect it to the back of the computer with the cord that comes out of the back of the reader. If you're using the camcorder to connect the SD card to the computer, open up the back door. You'll see it open like this. Connect the USB cord small end into this port, and then take the other end and plug that into the back of the computer. If you do use the camcorder to connect the SD card to the computer, there's a few steps you need to take on the camcorder itself to get it connected. First, you need to turn the unit on, holding the power button in for a second. The SD card is loaded into the bottom again, and then switch it on the side to playback mode. With the cord connected to the back of the computer, you're going to select computer printer connection, this orange on the right, computer/printer, and then press the directional pad down to select that. If you see this screen with the PC connection in green at the top, that means that the camera is successfully connected and you should be able to see the footage and import the footage into iMovie. At this point, you have recorded your footage and have attached your SD card that contains your footage to the computer. It is now time to import that footage into iMovie. This is the part of the process which will take the longest amount of time. It could take several hours, depending on how much footage you have taken, so make sure you have something else to do while the computer crunches your video and gets it ready to edit. Start the iMovie application. You should see it in the dock, which is at the bottom of the computer. If you don't see it, you can alternatively click the magnifying glass in the top right-hand corner, type the word iMovie, and then select it from the list that appears. At this point, if the import screen does not automatically appear, click the camera icon located in the middle left of the window. You can either import all of your footage or select the clips that you want to import. Selecting just what you need will save you time. To manually select the clips you want to import, toggle the switch in the bottom left corner from automatic to manual. You will note that every clip is selected. Uncheck the clips that you do not want to import. When you are ready, click the Import Checked button at the bottom right. You'll be prompted to name your event. This is completely arbitrary, so name it something that is descriptive to you. Make sure that the option to optimize video is set to 960 by 540 instead of full or original size. Click the import button when you are ready to import the footage. Now it's a waiting game. After a few minutes, you should see a time to completion show up at the bottom of the screen. When you are finished recording, you'll get a window that says that your import was successful. It will say how many minutes were imported and how many clips were imported. Press the OK button to exit that box, and then hit the Done button to exit the import window. In iMovie, you'll now see all of your footage at the bottom. If it was taken over several days, you'll notice that it splits the event betwixt those 2 days. Right now we're looking at thumbnails every 5 seconds. We can zoom this out to 30 seconds or all clips, and it will let us see all of our footage. The next video will be how to edit this footage down into the 15-minute or less segments that you'll need to submit to the state and to TK20 for your licensure.